This is a book that I'll be reviewing in today's video. If you want your own book to be reviewed, then please fill out this form I have linked in the description below. Just enter all of the information I'm asking for here, and I may just pick your book and do a video on it. So let's go ahead and get right started. So the title for this book is Composition Notebook Wide Ruled, Smiley Faces Aesthetic Preppy Notebook, Cute Paint Composition Notebooks for Teen Girls. So my first comment on this would be some sort of repetition in the title. You have notebook here listed 3 times and composition listed twice, so I would definitely try to not be as repetitive. This is very similar to another book I reviewed, which I think is by the same author and the same type of book. So I'm going to link that here above because I don't want to repeat myself a bunch in this video. So go ahead and look at that to get all of my other details and information. Another note here is that it says Cute Paint Composition Notebook. So this notebook is not pink. It's blue and maybe a shade of purple, perhaps. So that isn't really accurate to what the actual cover is. And it also says preppy. I'm not sure if that is supposed to mean like really happy, possibly. And upbeat, because these smiley faces don't really seem very happy. So that may be another issue. You may want to just adjust your title a bit there. You did just publish this book October 25th, so I don't think there are any sales yet. No, there's no BSR, so no sales yet, but that's okay because you just published it. It can take time. And there's no look inside feature because this is a low content book and those are not available. Looking at your author name, as I said in the previous video, I think your author name is perfectly fine, and I have no issue with that. There's no keywords in it. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but you also link all your books under this author name, which I think is great. Looking at your price, it's $5.45, which is really good. Your book is 110 pages. This is about average price for books like this, so I think the price is not a reason why your book might not be selling. I think that you're pricing it very well. Looking at your book details, this is exactly the same as your previous book, so I would definitely take the same advice as I did before. For example, it says adult journaling here, and you wrote for teen girls, so definitely make sure that it's congruent and the same. And then for features, I would probably do a colon and maybe do bullet points instead of numbers, and just adjust the grammar a bit. Take away the S here in book, so it's just book details, and kind of go from there. I would maybe even just delete books details completely. That way you don't have to worry about the grammar, and then just leave these first 2 sentences because I think those are actually pretty good. And moving on to your cover here, same things as your other book. I would make sure all of these lines are the same width or same weight, I think it would be in CANVA under. So these 2 are more thick and bolder than the top one. So I'd make sure they're all the same. And then for down here, I would fix the grammar and probably capitalize everything. So it'd be 110 pages, get rid of the slash, wide ruled, and I would space them out a little bit more and move them down so they're not so close to these lines. I think your cover overall is good. Your background has smiley faces and they look like they're on there in a perfect line. It doesn't look messy, and you have a good color to go along with it on the spine, the edge of the book here. So I think all of that is fine. To move on to the keyword that you submitted, you wrote down composition notebook wide ruled. I'm not sure how you validated this or if you have other keywords, but this has a score of 29. Bestseller rank average is 9,000, which is really good, but there's 20,000 search results, which is way too much competition. There is 22 KDP books on the first page, which is good, but this is too broad and you're not going to really meet the search here. This smiley face book does because it's ranking 633 and has over 60 reviews. So as a brand new book, you're not really going to get on the first page without doing ads for a keyword like this. However, if you niche down and use other keywords, like I think before you had a smiley face composition notebook keyword that was much better, that will definitely be helpful to you in the long run. And just to show again this book, to give an example of the bestseller in this niche that you're in, they have their words capitalized down here. These lines are the same width and everything just flows really well. Their description is very organized. They have the colon here, some bullet points. So I would definitely reference this. Do not copy people's work like exactly, but it's really good to reference the bestsellers, look at the reviews, see if people have anything they say they love, they say they don't love, and use that to create your own book. So with all of that being said, I really hope this was helpful. Definitely check out my other video where I go over your first smiley face composition notebook, because a lot of my tips are exactly the same, and I think I go into more detail on that one. But thank you so much for submitting your book, and I think you are doing a really great job, and this is an amazing start. I'm just trying really hard to be helpful to help get you those sales. So please don't take anything I say the wrong way. These are my own opinions. I don't claim to be an expert or anything like that. So take my advice or don't, totally up to you. And again, if you'd like to submit your own book, there's a form in the description below, and I may just select your book and do a video on it just like this. So thank you so much for submitting your book. I greatly appreciate it. I love seeing everything you all create. And thank you to everyone for watching and listening. I hope you have a great day.